Hey everyone, welcome back to Redbanditracing. In this video, we have a versus video between the Traxxas MAXX V2 and the Stampede 4X4 BL-2S. Even though this is a VXL now, so this is Traxxas MAXX versus Stampede 4X4 VXL. We're going to do multiple competitions that include stability, racing, jumping, drag races, and to see how they compare to each other in each competition. And overall, we'll also talk about our upgrades, our specs. All right, so let's get into specs of both cars. All right, so with the body, the MAXX has one of the best clipless systems out there outside of Sledge and XRT. So the MAXX comes with a 540XL motor that also does come with a heat sink and a fan. It has the 3S and 4S capable Millennium ESC. It does come with a 2090 servo, which I think is pretty weak. We are running the 6700 milliamp 4S. We are running the Proline Badlands 2.8-inch tires. And if you notice, one pretty clean one over here, it's because one tire tore pretty easily, and they did send us some free ones so we can get that replaced. So after 2 years of very hard bashing, our only two upgrades are the splined wheel hubs. The tires were coming off pretty easily, so we just threw on those. And we do have the aluminum shock collars, and out of 2 years, that's all we replaced. And another pretty nice thing, so I've never broken an arm. We are still yet to break one.
All right, we got the Stampede 4x4 brushless BL-2S VXL. I mean, if you want to make that name any longer, we can, but we'll just call it the Stampede 4x4 VXL now because we did upgrade the motor. It does have the 3500. The VXL 3S, it does run on 2S and 3S. The 2075 steering servo. We did add TSM to give it a little bit more stability when we're going around the track. I am running the 5000 3S milliamp battery. This does come stock with the 2.8-inch sledgehammer tires. Now, the new Stampede 4x4 BL-2S does come with the heavy-duty kit, which comes with the heavy-duty front and rear shock tower, hubs, axles, and it does come with a plastic drive shaft. We went ahead and upgraded that to a steel. And if I flip it over, we did upgrade the front and rear control arms because we did break a front, so we went ahead and swapped those out to RPM, so we shouldn't have any of those problems anymore. And just like the MAXX, we are running the stock gear ratio, and all this information will be down in the description. Right now, as you can see, the overall width and length of these trucks is pretty different. The Stampede is 13 inches wide and almost 18 inches long.
The Traxxas MAXX is almost 16 inches wide and 22.5 inches long, so it is significantly bigger.
Yes, and the big difference too is the weight. The Haas weight, I'm sorry, I say Haas because it's a Haas, guys. I mean, it's a Stampede, it's a Haas, you know, whatever. It's 6 pounds. It's not that heavy.
The MAXX is an impressive 10.5 pounds, making it the heaviest 10th scale car outside of the E-Revo, which is pretty much an eighth.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big difference. I mean, you can see just axle to axle the difference between these two. All right, so the weak points, I'd say on the Stampede, it still comes with the Ultra Shocks. And I know why they do that. You know, it's marketing. They want you to go ahead and upgrade these, which we're gonna do. We're gonna put the GTRs on this because the Ultra Shocks, I've already bent one rod. These are not real strong, especially for jumping on ramps and landing really hard. Definitely wanna upgrade those shocks. The center drive shaft was a weak point. That's why we took the plastic one out, put a steel one in. I already broke one turnbuckle. Already broke one eyelet off. So already broke one of those, had to replace it. And I think that's it. This does still have a slipper clutch. I do want to put a center diff in because this one's going to be popping a lot of wheelies out here because I didn't loosen it. It's a little tight, but we're on dirt. So I kind of want it a little bit tight, especially when we're going off a ramp. Now for the MAXX, I'm trying to think of weak points. Because this is the MAXX. Original control arms. On my MAXX, I've broken one of these. One of these is broken. It's been broken for months. I left it on there because it's not affecting the car and it's not breaking anymore. This is one of the toughest RCs I've seen besides the X-MAXX, but even the X-MAXX still has its little issues, whereas the MAXX is just a tank. It's just a tank. This thing just keeps on going. And the only reason why also we put the spine wheel hex subs on is because they have those plastic spacers on there with the wheel nuts and one side kept coming off. So to avoid all those issues, we went ahead and just put those on, which is a great upgrade for this. And like I said, everything will be down in the description. They're all running the stock gearing. Nothing big was changed on these. So let's get at it and let's see how they handle. So the Stampede does have that 3500. Now, there is a new model out. They actually came out with the Stampede 4x4 VXL. And that one does come with the 540 XL motor. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and put that motor in. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this Millennium motor for the new one. Woo! As you can see, it does got a lot of speed, but that's because of that 3500 motor. It's got a lot of straight line speed, but it doesn't have a lot of torque.
I like you go into second gear.
You did it? Now guys, this does have a 2-speed transmission. I'm just kidding, it doesn't have a 2-speed transmission. It's not too bad, it's not too bad on dirt. The only complaint I would say is the weight distribution, because when you go around the front end, it's like it's catching up with the back end when it's going around a turn, when it's trying to drift. I think they needed to add a little bit more weight to the front just to keep that front end down, because the Haas would do the same thing.
All right, next up we got the MAXX. Got one shiny tire. What I do like about the MAXX is it doesn't need to be all 4 tires on the ground to be stable. As you see, that tire is off the ground, holding a really clean drift, going right over mounds. It's a very stable car. The weight and the width together make it really stable. Also, another good thing about the MAXX, when you're on dirt going full speed like that, dirt, well, sometimes there's a wheelie, but normally you can pin it down very fast and have no worry about doing a wheelie.
Whoa.
What?
Let's bring it in, guys. I don't know if you saw that. I'll put that in slow-mo. That looked to me like a tire blew. Let's check that front tire. I thought it was the left side.
Left? No way.
Wow. No way. I don't know if you guys heard that before, but okay. So this tire was replaced because it got a slit in it. Look what just happened. Look what just happened during a versus. Tire split. So we gotta talk about this, guys.
Going about half throttle during a turn should not be able to pop the tire.
Okay, so here's my beef right now. This is a brand new tire because it split. You just saw that. It split right at the seam. I know a lot of you guys like the Proline Badlands, but ever since Proline got bought out by Horizon, and I am putting Horizon down at this point, I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. This is unacceptable for this tire to split. This is grass, guys. There's no rocks out here. I've checked. There's no rocks out. This is why we came out here. The last time the tire split, it could have been a rock, but I saw that tire, the second I saw that proof of air come out, I knew exactly what happened. I don't know. I think when they didn't own Proline, the Badlands were actually pretty good, and ever since they bought them out, they just went downhill. And everyone's been saying anything that's bought by Horizon goes downhill, and I'm starting to see it now. And I guess now I'm just going to let them know that these tires are junk, and that's that, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to give me another one. So I guess we're going to put the other new one on this wheel, but we're not going to do it right now. We're just going to keep running it. Maybe we can get this tire to fly off the car, and we'll send all the pieces back to Horizon. All right, so now we're going to do a drag race, just like we did in the last video with the Sledge and the E-Revo. We're going to hit this grass twice. If it's really close, we may do it a third time, but let's see how fast I can get to the grass.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I accidentally popped 2 different wheelies, and I still almost popped back up. We'll definitely have to do that one more time.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Last time I was doing wheelies all the time, so I actually got some traction. Let's do it again.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, heard the tire on that one.
I saw that tire. All right, guys, I don't know if you heard that. I heard a lot of air coming out of that tire, so we're gonna keep going until that tire blows off the car. But as you saw, the first race, it was a little bit close, not too close. The second one, the MAXX pulled ahead. If that MAXX had better tires on it, it would have smoked the Stampede, period.
All right, so next we're gonna do some jumps with both cars. Stampede. Awesome squeaking. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Rock might have gone to the drive shaft.
Yeah, it had to.
He's gone now.
I think the rock, because that's one thing that I don't like. They put a plastic shield on this, guys, and that traps stuff in. I might just take that off next time we go in. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that because I think rocks are getting there and they're just getting trapped.
Do some jumps with both cars. We're gonna start off slow, then we're gonna ramp it up, do some backflips, mavericks, and other tricks. See which car can get the most air, the most distance, and can correct itself best in the air. Ooh. It looked like it didn't have enough throttle to get itself back up. Nice brake check. Yeah, similar to the Rustler, the Haas, the Slash even. All these 10th scale 4x4 platforms outside of the Maxxity Revo all have problems on the grass. They always bounce up. Double, ooh, almost a double backflip. It just can't save itself. Double backflip, that was a clean landing. I think that almost got half a foot off the air from the bounce. Ooh, that was a tough hit. It's trying to save itself. Stampede's really good at saving. Ooh. Saves it. I don't think the Stampede's gonna last much longer. I'm gonna try to do a front flip. This can kill cars if you mistime it. He is not mistiming, he gets it. With a weird bounce, oh, it is a backflip off the ground.
All right, guys, I just went for it. It was making some kind of noise. I figured if it was gonna break, it would have broke. So I tried to make it break because something was trapped in there and it was fine. This thing's got so much rotation. I was able to do a double. I did a front flip, but it just bounces so much off the grass. Every time I hit the grass, it kind of sucks a little bit, but let's see what the Maxx can do. Let's see if it's a good day for the Maxx. These tires aren't doing too well. All right. That was a nice clean. I think, guys, if this thing had not Badlands, I'm sorry. If this thing had sledgehammers or maybe even the Armored D boots, this would be a little bit different. Really nice. Now, the weight of the Maxx keeps it on the ground a little bit better than the Stampede. Definitely has an advantage with the weight. Nice. Nice backflip. I'm really surprised that tire has not popped, guys. Woo! That was good. That was good. Maxx is not having a problem. Nice little Maverick. All right, he's pretty good at front flips, but let's see if he can land one. Oh, that was a corner shot. Oh, the body came off.
All right, so that was the Traxxas MAXX. The front flip was pretty bad. I like to imagine the MAXX as a brick when trying to do a front flip. It's just so heavy and it moves so slow. The MAXX doesn't have the best brakes. I think that has a lot to do with it. It's not good at going from forward to brake or brake to forward. Any of those combinations, it is pretty slow at moving. So front flips are hard, but the back flips are easy. The Mavericks are easy. So yeah, overall jump's really good.
All right, guys, I think the Stampede's done.
Yep.
Axle, broken extreme heavy duty axle. Stampede is out of the competition. Let's go ahead and keep going with the Max.
So that's it. We did all the things we were going to do. And yes, the Stampede broke, so that does prove its durability is not over the Max. The Max was durable. It was faster in the drag race. It seemed to jump further and more secure, but the Stampede had more rotation. And the Max was definitely more stable, so I would give the overall to the Max. I think the Max has proven itself for 2 years straight to us. Its longevity is way over any other car. It's only broken selective parts. It's only broken rods, axles, gears, and bearings. Outside of that, it hasn't broken much. The Stampede hasn't broken much either because it's new, but I feel like it has similar problems to the Rustler where there's a variety of problems that need upgrades to fix. So if you want a car that is more wild and just fun to ride, I would go with the Stampede. But if you want something durable, stronger and faster, I would go with the Max.
I agree with everything you said. The Stampede just needs a lot of work. It needs the GTR shocks. It needs the titanium shock rods because they do bend. The tires, it's wet out here, so it just, there's so much grip, and that's why it flips over. But yeah, overall, I would definitely give it to the Max, hands down.
All right, so that'll do it for today's video. If you guys have any thoughts on these cars, if we said anything that you think is wrong or anything you agree with, make sure to comment down. Comment down your winner, your personal favorite, because I'm actually curious of what the community loves more. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more Versus videos and a lot more videos coming out the track. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.